Hello folks, I'm Filler B, and welcome back to Stellaris with a new Overlord DLC. We are the Union of the Deep, exploring the galaxy with our connection to the Shroud and our psychic abilities, and we're working on building our Shroud beacon, this um, building within your starbase that will allow you to connect you to the Shroud. It says here that it will spawn a Shroud tunnel in the system. I'm not quite sure what that means, but we're going to find out pretty soon, in about a year, in-game year, to what that does. Also, we have access to knowing where all these enclaves are. So let's talk to one again. We have 20% opinion, maybe we can raise that a bit more. Can ask for a teacher. An insight for another empire. And we can ask what our fate is. How much is a teacher? Get a Shroud Walker teacher and -50 influence. Or what is our fate? That's 1200 energy and -50 influence. Sure, let's do that. I haven't done this one yet. The Shroud shivers. It speaks without voice and in all voices all at once. The infinite strands of time that extend from this moment will now enter into confluence here in this place. The path ahead grows clear. The rite of divination has begun. So they will retire for a few days to commune with the Shroud and then get back to us, I presume. Their ships have reached a homeworld, and we're building some more ships to increase the ship size to help protect us against these aliens, which now have assessed this belly against us. A large mineral-rich asteroid collided with Olam 1 at some point during the previous 1,000 years. In what must have been a major impact event, an abundance of minerals can now be found on the planet in the vicinity of the impact crater. That's great. Looks like we got some more technology. Ah, good. Survey speed and automatic surveying. That's very helpful. And it's been quite annoying not to be able to do that. We still haven't gotten the blue lasers event, but I've switched to the, what's it called now? The medium, the mass drivers. No, sorry, not the mass drivers, sorry. The plasma throwers as our chosen weapon. Don't do good on shield damage, but they do good on everything else. And we'll watch to see what our enemies have. Maybe we'll need to switch. But so that doesn't put as much effort on needing to get a new weapon type right away. The FTL inhibitors are pretty good. We don't need them right now. Hyperdrive's okay, and auxiliary fire control is alright, not that useful. Let's do the FTL inhibitors. For now, it'll come in useful if we do end up at war. This construction ship is finished and is ready to move on to the next system. So let's move them up here, and then we'll think about it. Looks like we have a new archaeological site. Not sure where that over here in Hixar. I'll have to investigate that later. Ah, the special project is complete. After rigorous research, we have now understood why the tree sap summoned those creatures. The tree is able to produce a highly nutritious substance, which has machine-like abilities to repair organic tissue. The tree is a tree of life. If we harvest it, we could use it to expand the lifespan of our people. But there is one problem. The tree's healing power is limited in amount. We could only use it to improve a small group of people's life substantially or increase everyone's situation by a small amount. So we can give it to our leaders, giving our leader lifespan expectancy a plus 15 years. That is very good. Or we could give it to everybody which gives pop happiness +5, which is also very good. Or we can just leave the tree to drift along. No, this is obviously a sign that we should be using this to transcend ourselves, and I think the lifespan is better than the happiness. I will check our happiness on one of our worlds here. That's not happiness. I think happiness is under population. Here we go. Yeah, our happiness is pretty good at the moment. I don't know if there's a breakdown of modifiers. We could increase it. It raises stability, and stability increases resources from jobs, trade value, and immigration pull, which would be useful. But 5% doesn't seem a lot. Let's give it to our leaders. Have our leaders live longer. Psionic Anomaly. Sensors have detected the emergence of a previously uncharted anomaly, given the incredible spike in psionic energy registered just before the event. There's almost certainty a connection to the Shroud. Could this be the change foretold by the psionic order of the Shroud? Understood. It gives us the location of a situation and adds an anomaly. Not sure what we're supposed to do with this. Here, you can research that. After delving their prophecies, the psionic order of the Shroud will inform us of the Shroud as going quiet. It is the will of the Shroud that the space around you take a new form. Tread carefully but boldly and consider what marvels may lie in the paths ahead. The current progress and next month will be +4, and an outcome reached in 14 months. Looks like we just leave this. Where is this happening? Interesting. Not quite sure what's going on, but we'll take a look. One of our ships is not doing anything. Let's continue surveying. Looks like these people, while we were dealing with the tree, managed to block us off of here, but maybe we can at least get this 14 mineral system. Too few sheep. Andressa 5 is a peculiar gas giant. Our knowledge of astrophysics tells us that the planet should have a planetary ring. Yet it doesn't. The cause of this became apparent after our science ship took a closer look at the intriguing moon. The planet is surrounded by shepherd moons, and incredibly rich in mineral and accumulating more every year. We could blast the moons with precise and controlled explosions and harvest them to keep them inside the ring zone and harvest their space debris as they accrue. We need the minerals now, or we need them over time. Where is this one? Oh, that's right next to our world. Yeah, we can definitely, over time, do +5. That's much more useful. Oh, that's the Limbo event. Maybe we should do that as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's research and then continue to survey. Survey these systems. Ah, the beacon is lit. After a long period spent grasping in the dark, the veil that covers the Shroud has been lifted. Our teachers have bestowed a great gift upon us. This beacon, and the tunnel it spawns, will surely light our way across the stars. Journey from this system will now be faster and infinitely more mysterious. May the Shroud welcome our passage. Very cool. Let's take a look at our system first here. I built it here. It gave us No, that's Maw the Truth Sayer. Where's our home system? Here. It gave us a Shroud tunnel, which takes us to over here. Very cool. Before I move on with that, what are you up to? You're waiting for more influence. You're building stuff down here. You're out discovering stuff there. And up there. Okay, well this ship is almost done. Once it's done up here, I will probably send it through the Shroud Gate to this system here and start exploring down here. And maybe we can send a construction ship through and start building an empire out of that Shroud Gate. We'll see. MicroSingularity. A MicroSingularity recently intersected with this system, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the planet. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planet core slightly in a way that defies our current scientific models. Further study may be warranted. It gives us more physics research. Zurich Prime can have an upgrade. Oh, let's upgrade the building here for our planetary administration. That's pretty good. And you need more jobs anyhow. And since you need more jobs now, let's think about putting something else here. We do need more food. Do I have the food expansion building? I do not. Let's build another agricultural district here. Let's check on this world. Yeah, we only have one and only one amenity. We have no temple here, so we should probably build a temple. It's sort of on brand for us anyhow. That'll create some jobs. And in our homeworld here, we have 2 jobs left. Lots of amenities. I think we're okay for now. Explosions in the sky. The planet Aurum 5 is home to a marvel of nature. Giant colorful explosions appear in the sky, a result of the chemical composition of the atmosphere reacting to the sun's gamma rays. Students and senior scientists alike are spreading this find like a wildfire. It has generated quite a spark of interest for the scientific field amongst our people. Excellent. We get inspired recruits, giving us survey speed and anomaly research speed for 10 years. Pretty good. The In Limbo project. The vault is a tomb of hopeful immortals. A science officer asserts that the huge blocks are temporary code found in the database are neural images, digitized brain scans. Doubtless the aliens of Andrusa 3 considered this their only shot at any kind of survival. Following whatever calamity befell their planet, they did not have the means to resurrect themselves, but banked on the impossibly small hope that eventually someone else would have those means. We could let dead aliens lie, which give us 1800 engineering research, or because we're spiritual, we do not but download their neural patterns for safekeeping, which I think is what we will do. Oh, who's taking evasive action? Ancient mining drones in this system. Well, that's irritating. Yeah, you can run away. This system, they are small, so we should take our fleet and get rid of them. Can I get rid of these ones as well? I don't think we're quite strong enough for those. We're definitely strong enough for these, so let's do that. Looks like our friends have declared these guys as their rival as well. Nephras Pride. The armed vessel discovered in orbit is an abandoned military spacecraft called Nephras Pride. Its light frame and evasion hardware suggest it was built for long-distance patrol missions, but it has since been retrofitted into long-range stealth bomber. Records of the ship's comms revealed it was hijacked by a rebel guerrilla on its way to perform a strike against a secret complex called the Zavin Labs, said to hold a weapon so powerful it could win them the war when they were shot down. We have extracted the ship's destination from its navigational drive. Send a science crew to the lab, or no need for such a weapon. Let's send a science crew to the lab.
There is new information in the situation log.
So the Zavin Labs, we need a scientist in the system. I think do we have one here? We do. We do not. We do not. Alright. We'll have to send a science ship there at some point. Looks like they want us to have alloys, of plus 12 a month. Yeah, Sign of the Locust is moving along. Okay. I'll continue to do our best here. This guy's slowly moving up. And the space station is building those destroyers, are they not? I'm not sure. Let's continue to reinforce that.
Research complete.
What research did we get? Oh, good. The increased mineral production. We do have strike craft. I think I want the Starhold here. It helps protect our borders a little bit and is a good deterrent for the AI from attacking us. Ah, here we go. The sign fades. The shroud grows quiet. Once more, the weary river of time recedes into the well-worn course. The changes foretold by the rite of divination have come to pass, and now go in awe as you reflect on the workings of the shroud. Excellent. Not entirely sure what that did for us. Oh, we found a pre-sapient species. Very cool.
Detected an anomaly. We grow ever stronger.
Ship's not quite there yet. Oh, here we go. Combat. These ancient mining troves.
Technology secured. Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
Blow these guys up pretty quick. Perfect. And let's have you head back to the space station. Let's have you come in here and claim this system. And you're still doing your research over here. Sure. I think I might need one more science ship. So let's do that. Looks like we finished psionic theory. What should we get? We can get the amoeba flagella. Doesn't seem that useful. Energy siphon, probably not. Regenerative hull, probably not. Off-world trading or naval capacity from soldier jobs. Not that useful, all of that. Well, let's get off-world trading, I guess. And let's build one more science ship here. Well, that's the planet. Shipyard, we have destroyer. Let's build one more science ship. Really would like to find a way to increase our influence production here. Glancing hit. While approaching Bistramar 3, our science ship suddenly received a glancing hit by several passing mass driver rounds. The projectiles were billions of years old and passed on their trajectory as they appeared to be stray rounds fired from a neighboring galaxy. After missing their intended target, they continued on their journey for untold millennia until today. The rounds we have recovered are from an advanced design despite their incredible age. Oh, we get some engineering research.
Base charts updated.
Very cool. There we go. Now we got a little bit stronger fleet with these destroyers in it. Oh, we made a new contact. These guys are materialists and fanatic militarists. Not wonderful. I bring greetings from Empress, the undisputed ruler of the hegemony of Servant. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your worlds. Not a very friendly thing. Where are they? They are up here.
They wish to speak with us.
Alright. And they would like to establish an embassy? Sure. No problem. Ah, good. Our science ship is ready to go. We have an available scientist who's stubborn but resilient. Sounds great. Let's send you through the wormhole over to here. We'll survey that system.
We grow ever stronger.
Ah, good. That construction is done. I still don't have quite enough, so let's
System has been charted.
give us a second, Shroudies. Oh, I can't quite get around this box. It's unfortunate. Welcome, apprentices. Apprentices, at last we can greet you properly. Through the tunnel long prepared, your passage has been felt by the Shroud itself. The echoes yet shiver, rippling through the waters of the unconscious mind. Those who dwell within the mysteries of the Shroud have surely blessed our meeting. You are most welcome here. Excellent. It must be just because we went through the Shroud tunnel. Well, I'll have to build a constructor to construct something over here. What's this constructor up to? Oh, it's going over there. Why don't we go over here, actually? We'll see about building a space station here to get this in our territory. Perfect. Looks like they just have zero here. Interesting. So let's survey all this system around here.
A system has been charted.
Perfect.
Anomalous space-time continuum.
We can research that. And I'm not sure what we researched here, but we needed something else. New sensors is good. Fusion reactor, we definitely need that. Because as we've seen when we're building our ships, we're running low on energy very quickly. Alien writing. Someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve out a large body of writing into the surface of Dolthon 6. The massive script covers a large portion of the planet's upper hemisphere and appears to have a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. Illustrious Society of Research. Useful, but a little strange. I don't know why you would do that. One job left there. We're going to need some more amenities here soon. With that in mind, let's build the entertainment complex. Where is that? The Holo Theater. And this can upgrade to the next level. I still can't give this a governor, and I'm not sure why. Oh, I know why. I need to create a sector. It can be a little boneheaded at times, eh? So we create a new sector over here. Now we can give this a governor. We have an extra governor. Off we go. Perfect. When you're creating a sector, the planet that you choose to do it from, because you can only create a sector off a planet you have colonized, planet you choose to create the sector from becomes the center of the sector and the sector's capital planet, denoted by these little stars around it. If you notice over here, this planet does not have any little marks around the outside, meaning it's not a sector capital. And this one's marks are in gold because it's also the Empire capital. So just be careful when you're doing that, because there's a limit to the range of a sector when you create it, based on the origin of its central planet. So if I had this planet, for instance, colonized, I could create it the center of my empire, of this sector, and it would include this planet over here, but probably reach further out from this sector, because I think they can only go 4 jumps, if I remember correctly. So here's where they are. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 up to here, and that's as far as the sector will reach. So you notice it doesn't take on Bellatrix here. But if we had the sector here, it could take on Bellatrix and most of this other stuff. So we'll probably want to move this capital at some point by disbanding the sector and then re-establishing it. It doesn't cost us anything to do that. So we'll probably do that at some point once these planets are colonized. But for now, there's the benefit to having the governor here, because it increases our unity from priests. This particular governor, and we do have a temple here. Ah, good. Our ships are up to date. We have 1,800 now. So we have our whole ship complement, which makes us equivalent again over here. So they're less likely to attack. So that's good. Leviathan down. Thorough scans have revealed the cause of Dorthan's odd metal composition. The planet is the crash site of dozens of massive spaceships, larger than anything we could have imagined. Their construction dates back several million years. Very cool. Gives us the Starship Graveyard modifier for more allies. Allies? Not allies. Alloys. Ah, the Yuhut asteroid dwelling. This asteroid appears to have served as the home to a single Yuhut individual. Deep scans show a series of connected caves in the asteroid's interior that follow a pattern similar to the rooms seen in ancient Yuhut dwellings that have been discovered elsewhere. To learn more, we will have to dispatch an away team to investigate the cave system. Gives us the asteroid dwelling special project in that system, which I think is here. Yes. So let's research that and then continue surveying. You're done here. Oh, I'm going to interrupt you and get you to build that really quick. How long for this? Oh, we got lots of time. Sure, we can research that, no problem. Ah, you're over here as well. Do I have enough? I need a little bit more. 5 more influence, so 2 more rounds. Ah, good. We can pick our next tradition. Let's think about that. Diplomacy might make sense to setting up a federation with our friendly neighbor. It sort of fits what we're interested in. It gives us more unity, more envoys, Federation naval capacity, trust and trust cap, and acceptance. And just off its base gives us diplomatic influence cost is lowered, as well as the finisher gives us more diplomatic weight, envoys, and another ascension perk. That one I think makes sense. Adaptability gives us lower pop house usage and planetary prospecting decisions. Also gives us more food, reduces orbital bombing damage, increases our habitability, which might be good for colonizing some of these continental and tropical worlds that we've found. So maybe I'll do that, because it'll take us from 65 to 75. And 75 is workable. 65 is a bit rough. 1 free building slot and resettlement costs are lowered. I mean, other than the environmental diversification thing here, I'm not sure the rest of this really needs right now. And same with this one. The only thing I really want is the Federation. And maybe the trust cap and the unity. So maybe there's 3 things here. The trust cap's over here. 3 things here that I would like right away. So maybe that's good. We don't really need domination. Harmony is also good, and it fits in with our inward perfection, shroud, psionic sort of feel. So this gives us less food upkeep and less mineral upkeep, which is good. Increases our leader lifespan and the leader level cap, which is also very good. And reduces the time for pops to change jobs, government ethics attraction, increases our stability, and gives us more edict fund. This is generally just a good one. And lowers the negative from our empire size, which right now is slightly over, which is increasing the cost of our technology. Not by anything noticeable there, but it will in a minute when that gets bigger. In the interest of settling new planets, I think I'm going to take adaptability, because we need to create our empire, get our empire bigger than it is. Let's just count the number of worlds before we decide this. We'll do the solar sails event quick. We have found the wreckage of an archaic spaceship of unusual design. Instead of using propulsion similar to that of modern ships, the craft relied on large sails unfurled in the vacuum of space. Presumably the ship harvested solar energy and drifted the solar winds created by starlight. Creates messes in the bottle archaeological site at Trium 2. We already discovered a solar sail ship, so we know about this technology. It's interesting we discovered another one. Maybe it's the same people. So let's take a look at our reachable planets really quick before we end out the episode here that would get affected by that plus 10. So plus 10 for this continental world is 16 size, which is pretty good, bring it to 75. There's a tropical world here that's also 16 size, bringing that to 75. This system here is a continental world with a 13, not quite as good a size, but again, bring that one to 75. So that's 3 down here that I can see. None of these would only bring us to 10 and 5, so no. We can access this one, which is a tropical world 25, would bring us to 75. That's pretty good. That would bring us to maybe 10. That would bring us to 15, kind of useless. 15 is useless. 15 and 15, not viable options. Any other worlds out here? There's one out here. Another continental world, so a very small one, so probably not a priority. We haven't found any worlds yet in this area. So I think it's good. There are the 3 down here and the 1 up here. That's 4 worlds that we can get and colonize with this. So let's do that. We'll pick that. We'll pick adaptability. We'll adopt that. And we'll try and gain this perk as quickly as possible. But that takes us to the end of the episode. In the next episode, hopefully we can gain enough unity to get there fairly quickly and start settling some more worlds. That means we'll also have to expand to these worlds, so I don't think any of them are empire yet. I'll probably do maybe this one first, or this one. Work our way towards this large one up here. And generally get going. And I also want to build a starbase up here to help block off these guys and protect us from any sort of aggression they may have. We also may want to be friendly with these people up here. Perhaps I should send an envoy there to improve relations with them. Sounds like a good idea. They're already cordial. So that's good. Alright, so I'll see you in the next episode. If you're enjoying it, remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below about which Ascension perk you would have picked. Or do you agree with the one that I picked, the adaptation perk? We'll see you next episode for the continuous adventures of the Union of the Deep. Have a great day.